The gang members involved in this kidnapping have asked for their identity not to be revealed. Wiki Phoenix here from CLN.
Right now, Rez.
Today, I am with a gang who have taken an officer as a prisoner.
Alright, get in the truck. Let's go.
I don't know what's going on. They just asked me to come along.
Let's go.
They've taken an officer hostage.
Okay, just go.
Whose bag is fucking bad?
Rez, I'm not only a I am a doctor. That's what I do, one of my other professions. And I want you to meet, Dr.
Hello.
Hey there, Doctor.
Hello. We've actually been extremely successful in our practice of alternative medicine here on Altus. What we specialize in is attitude recovery program. Basically, if you have a bad attitude, we'll go through this therapy and kind of make it right so that you and all of the other citizens of Altus enjoy you better. What do you think?
So, I don't know what that entails, and I'm not consenting to it, so if that's what I mean.
Actually, we come to realize that you might be a little sick in the head. So we just, we get calls, and we're aware of all our sick patients, and it's like you know how you have a 12-step program and Alcoholics Anonymous? This is like a 3-step program. The first step is to realizing you might be sick.
Well, I'm still not consenting to any sort of surgery you may do. Just
Oh no, there's... Okay, it's gonna be easier for you if I just go through, the whole therapy, how it works, okay? So basically, like Alcoholic Anonymous have 12 steps to full recovery. Well, we have only 3 steps. And the first step is to acknowledge that you are a sick person, right? That you have an issue with your attitude. And it's always the hardest step, but it's I would say definitely the most important one. Now, we usually don't use any surgical tools it's very rarely we operate on our patients. It's unless our conversational therapy fails. It's like the last resort when we use any mechanical tools to operate on tumors that might have an effect to our patient's brain or otherwise damage his communication. So we only ask you of your full cooperation that we have this wonderful communication between us, and you will be on your way to recovery and back to PD. Does that sound good, officer?
Oh, in theory it sounds good. I don't know what the treatment entails, though.
Well, I can assure you that there's no reason to be scared or afraid. Sadly, we had to detain you because, rarely patients at first realize that they're even sick, right? And this is kind of sadly a necessary step that we doctors of Altus have to take. Otherwise, this whole island would be full of sick people. But as you might know, or you might have heard of our couple of our patients that have really had a major improvement in their life, and other people of Altus are enjoying them a lot better, right? So we are hoping that since we had a really successful track record that you, Officer Rez, will have a very quick recovery and you'll be, patrolling and doing your job a lot more effectively. Okay?
Yeah, because I'll go ahead and admit, track record, Dr. track record with surgery, with the hands-on surgery, on getting tumors out is actually not that good.
No.
He doesn't have a good track record at all. So we want this conversational therapy to really work for you.
Yeah. Well, sadly, my patient passed away. He was my first and last patient. I still have PTSD after that night. I sadly I have this early stage of Parkinson's where my hands are kind of shaky, so I kind of fucked up during the operation. Well, I mean, that's the downside. The upside of having early stage of Parkinson's, so whenever I go to pee, I kind of jerk off at the same time. So it's, that's kind of a good thing, right? But, I really hope that we don't need to operate on you, Officer S. I really do. So this is why we want to proceed to the first step, which, we have already told you is the most difficult, is you acknowledging that you do have a problem.
Okay, then.
What?
You sound a little depressed. We want you to cheer up. I mean, this is all part of being happy. We want you to be happy here.
Exactly.
We need to get out of the depression mode.
Yeah, man. You need to let it all out, Speak up.
Officer Rez.
Oh
my
my god.
throat's a bit parched, I think I need a drink before I can really speak. It's very hard to speak right now.
Okay, hold on. All right, let's get our patient out right here.
Yeah, let's go to our facilities.
What about me, guys?
You shut the fuck up and and enjoy the therapy session.
Well, my body's moving, but apparently I'm dead.
Can we maybe we can just get an EMT here? Would that be possible? Or no? Would that bring the officers here?
No, you can pull him out the car and call for an auto EMT, right?
What's that?
I did call
Pull
for
him out the
but
car.
They probably went to the AP, but you guys drove away from the AP.
Well,
You have to get an officer to call for another one.
We had to get away from the AP, if you know what I mean.
I will do that in the end. I'll let you guys do what you gotta do. I don't know. I'm just a passenger after all.
Right. I just our livelihood would be at risk if we did this at the if we hung around the AP that much longer.
Okay, so apparently there's a healing process for the officer. I didn't even know the officer was sick at all, but they just
Looks pretty fine. All right.
pulled him in the van, told him he was sick, and they need to heal him. I don't know anything about this healing at all, so I guess we're gonna find out soon.
These steps over here, is it?
Yes.
Right there?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Did you bring your operating
Oh yes,
utensil?
yes,
Okay.
of course.
Just in case the conversational therapy doesn't go good.
We probably, Wicked, you might want to drive our friend to some kind of different location and drop him, okay?
Who? Oh,
Yeah, because...
guy in the car?
Yeah, we don't want to attract any, unnecessary attention to our procedures here. So, how about you go drop him on that, different hill over there, and as soon as he gets revived, we pick him up, because there's also... paramedics online, which might take our practices unnecessarily.
I don't know if we can get him a medic in time. He's been in there for a while.
You have a defibrillator. Hold on. Let me see if I have a defibrillator. Hold on.
I do have a defibrillator.
I also like to record this.
Let's go get him out.
This is newsworthy stuff.
Yeah, but we want to move him to another place, man. Or alternatively, let him just die and respawn, and he can take a cab. Okay.
Okay. All right. So let's get this. Let's just go ahead and do this therapy session. What do you think,
Okay.
doctor?
Yeah, sit down. We want to, we want this little circle of love here, okay?
It would be very nice if my hands were tied behind my back so I can take a real seat and get a nice drink as well.
You can take a normal seat. Just stand up and press the seating button.
Oh, I can.
There we go. That's a lot more comfortable, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
So, if you gentlemen don't mind, I would like to proceed with my therapy. Okay?
Yes. That's what we're here for.
Wait, I might want to take. Are you gonna record? Wicked.
Yeah,
My
I've been
phone
rolling
is
since we left
always
AP.
going. We need to.
Okay.
We always need to record our sessions just for if we make mistakes, we can fix them in the future.
Yeah. Well, here we go. So, let's just I know that it may be hard to realize that you might have some sort of a problem, but I would suggest you looking at this, without any attachment, as if as in third person, right? As if it's not about you, right? This might help you realize the severity of the problem, right? So we were just, innocent bystanders in like, let's just take the latest example of your attitude problem, officer. We were standing having a nice conversation in the terminal with our friend over there, and he said a word plastic quite loudly, and immediately you have presented yourself with an kind of wanting to arrest this man for for misbehaving, as if he was misbehaving, and
Well-
you did tell us that the reason why you want to detain him is for what was the reason, officer?
It was for disorderly conduct. But if you'd like me to add something to this, first off, I was only detaining him, not arresting him. I was asking questions to clarify what he's doing. You want to know why I did that?
Yes, please.
Well, earlier on, we were dealing with the same person, Mr. Phoenix over here.
Yes.
Earlier, and he said he called Wifey specifically, and all officers, plastic. So then whenever I drove by, and then I heard him call it quite loudly, saying plastic, I believe that maybe he was trying to offend me or try doing something disturbing what I was trying to do. Do you see why I did it at that point? Then I was just trying to get clarification until this situation happened.
I understand.
If I may interrupt real fast,
Yes.
As my professionality sees right now, we also have been getting this. This is in all fairness, Rez. I have also been getting reports in from my nurse practitioner that we might have to speak to Wicked sometime. But we haven't made that decision because we really don't know if he's sick or not. So we do know you're sick. So we're gonna go through with your therapy session definitely, because we want to make sure our officers are healthy. I mean, really, really healthy.
Well, I'm just curious. What is this gun that you have here? What does that have to do with the therapy?
Oh, it's one of the instruments that we might fall back onto, But
I
let's
don't
hope we
think
don't.
this is a legal therapy session. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my God, are you sure?
I don't know about that.
Officer, this is alternative medicine we're using. You might not be aware of the successful trials that we had, and they have been published, and we have received a lot of scientific community's attention. So we're just using the best practices of the industry on you, so you can feel extremely safe that. Yeah, you're in good hands, and we mean you no harm, officer. Okay, so let's just.
Why does someone think that you've gotten taken?
Why are you all?
Well, I don't know. I mean, they saw somebody with a gun all of a sudden cuff an officer, and then throw him in a car after killing one of their friends, and then driving away.
No one has seen us take you.
Yep.
I believe someone has actually from the police department.
No, they haven't.
Yep.
I had eyes over there.
So you might want to explain yourself.
Explain myself in what?
How could someone know that you're in the therapy right now?
Like I said, I radioed in a traffic stop, and then they didn't hear back from me afterwards. So that's probably why they know I'm gone. And especially because my car is probably abandoned at the terminal, which is where they patrol quite frequently. I don't know what happened personally.
Yeah,
he has a good point there.
Thing is that between him between our friend here shouting plastic and Officer Rez getting out, I didn't really hear any any announcements that he made on the radio, and there wouldn't be enough even time because he reacted immediately. But let's call this. Yeah, let's say that it might have happened. Okay, it's fine. It's just irrelevant. So what I'm the whole kind of this suspicion that we had is just we're trying to realize if you're cooperating or not really, because this is for your own benefit, Officer Rez, and for ours as well, and for all of the kind of civilians involved. So the whole point of this therapy is to ensure that you are, the best person that you can be,
Yeah, I understand that. I would just like to make aware that I did actually radioing 1037 on Wicked Phoenix Terminal. So
Well,
that's, I don't know if you heard that, but
I'm
I definitely said
I'm
that.
impressed at your professional work, officer. You're doing a great job. So if we may continue with our therapy session, as we were speaking about
Let,
this. Yeah,
let's go ahead and see if he can get to the first step.
yeah.
Officer,
Yeah.
first step is the hardest one. We all know it's the hardest step. Can we admit that you? I mean, can we get you to admit you might be a little sick? I mean, I'm not sure if it's a tumor. I'm not sure if it's ADHD, a little mild retardation. We don't know. We just want to. We just want you to admit that you might be sick.
Well, I mean, there's always a chance that anybody could be sick, but
Right.
yeah, I think I could be if
Oh,
you
that's
see it
very,
yourself.
very good. Very good. Very good. Our patient's doing well.
Let me just clap right here. You know, this was amazing, officer. It is the most difficult step, but I can assure you that we're on a highway to success right now. Right, our therapy is proving itself again that it's been amazingly successful. So let's continue on to the second step, the recovery. Right, as an officer of the law, as a public servant, you definitely know that abiding the law is not always an easy thing to do, and there's definitely some sociopath police officers that well, kind of like to use their well, position for the benefit of let's say torturing other people. And it's no fun sitting in jail. It's not fun when obviously for police officers when no crime at all is happening. Every person on this island loves some action, some fun. And well, this might help you realize what kind of position our friend Wicked Phoenix is in, right? He
Actually,
has.
if I may interrupt you, he
Oh,
don't
sure.
look like he's in a pretty good position right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he
really
doesn't.
bloody.
Well,
But
it's he has the skin condition, like it's called Jesus Christ syndrome, where he bleeds out of his skin, for no
Oh,
reason.
okay, okay.
Yeah. So as you might realize that our friend Wicked Phoenix here is in quite of a pickle. He is not in a position of power. He's a journalist doing his job. I would say an amazing job promoting our island and showing off all the events and everything. And the thing is that he can't really have that much fun because he's nor a cop nor civilian. He's in the pickle, right? Nor he's an EMT. You understand me, officer?
yeah, but
Yeah.
I'd just like to tell you, I
Yes.
think I know what you're talking about right now.
Okay,
And a majority of the time, as Wicked actually heard once in one of my traffic stops, I'm just listening to my supervisors. I'm recruit, and then
Oh,
they're
of
telling
course.
me to stop Wicked Phoenix and to interrogate Wicked Phoenix and to arrest Wicked Phoenix, so I listen to them.
I understand.
Who
I
was
understand,
Who was
officer.
this officer? Maybe they
I'm not.
need.
I'm not gonna be. I'm sorry, sir, but
Maybe
I
they need a
understand that I
therapy
may
session.
be sick and they may be sick, but I'm not gonna be able to release
Oh my
their
God,
identity
officer.
because I don't
I
know.
actually,
I think
I
I'm sick.
really
of
like
the-
you. I like Officer Rez. I think he has had a major improvement from
He
when.
has.
Yeah, I mean he's just fucking healing in front of my eyes here. But
He is.
yes, I do realize that you're in a situation you're in this problem, right? As well, right? You have officers that command you to, well, let's say pick on Wicked Phoenix, right? But you do realize that Wicked Phoenix, as all work and all play makes Wicked a dull boy, right? And we don't want to lose our single journalist that's been doing a great job. We don't want him to become a doctor, do we? I mean, that would be just madness.
Taxi driver?
Taxi driver, why are you waiting for this goat to cross the road?
It will take forever. I don't have a gun on me. Can we punch it?
I don't want to get out of the car. We're going to have to wait for this goat to cross the road.
Come on, man. Any moment. Just come on. Oh, God.
How can he eat on a dirt road? There's fucking stone and dirt there. How can he eat?
You can go now.
The goat is way out of your way, man. Just drive.
Oh god, another goat. Drive,
Oh,
drive!
Okay, now I'm never gonna take this route again.
I've never seen that ever.
Holy shit.
Wicked Phoenix here from CLN. As you've seen, the cop was still kidnapped at the time, but we decided to get out of here and avoid the situation. I think we got enough footage to show what was sort of happening and what was going on with the cop being healed, as they say. We are heading back to the airport now in a taxi. And Wicked Phoenix from CLN, signing off.